My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paulini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
Be a little while before they get underway. Of course, they'll be following Djokovic and yeah. Is it Shelton Sonego's about to get underway, I guess, on court number 1? Meanwhile, Djokovic has got a break point to fend off here. Let's talk about that. I'll talk about this point and then I'll come to the live chat as I promised I would do earlier. Djokovic saves that break point, by the way. And he's now going to have a game point of his own. Shelton Sonego warming up on court number 1. Djokovic, de Minaur here at Deuce. Okay, live chat time. I did say I would come to it. Marcus here is saying he wants de Minaur. This is who you want to win, I guess, rather than who you think will win. Bouzas, Siniakova, Sonego, Dimitrov, and Towson to win. Doesn't really mind between Mirra, Andreeva, and Emma Navarro. Elsewhere, we got some other comments here on the Djokovic de Minaur stream, so I need to come to a lot of these. Well, there's lots of them. Thank you, Ghosty, by the way, for the $5 donation. That helps immensely. It's so like the WTA that we're going to get a brand new champ. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, by the way. I'm just going to have a quick look at the women's draw right now. I want to get that up. So she said, order of play. No, I need the draw. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I think no one left in the women's draw has won the title before, right? Yeah. By the way, the bottom half, one of these is getting to the final. Mirra Andreeva, Emma Navarro, Belinda Bencic, Iga Swiatek, Clara Towson, Samsonova, Bouzas Maneiro. I mean, Samsonova is going to win her match, surely. Bouzas Maneiro. But it has been a struggle so far, 4-all. Alistair Moore is bidding to reach the quarterfinals at a Grand Slam for the 11th time in his career and for the 3rd time at Wimbledon. But he's never, ever, ever been in a semi-final of a Grand Slam. 10 Grand Slam quarterfinals, 10 Grand Slam losses. 30 love here on his serve at 1-1 in the third. Djokovic, by the way, look at those screams towards his box. Didn't do that when he had Andy Murray there. And then one of Sabalenka, Siegemund, Anisimova, Pavlyuchenkova making the final on the women's side. I mean, surely it's Sabalenka or Anisimova. And I would make that a 65-35 in Sabalenka's favor. Oh, wonderful passing shot there from Minaur. (40-15) here, Minaur. 2 game points. Backhand here from Alex, going cross-court into the backhand of Novak. Forehand from Minaur into the backhand of Novak. Forehand here into the forehand of Novak. That's going to clip the net. He's going to get a bit lucky there with Djokovic, but we're still in the rally here. Good depth there from Novak. Slice there from Djokovic is good, but Minaur deals with it. We're into this pretty lengthy rally here, well over 20 shots right now. Backhand Novak into the backhand of Minaur. Good depth there from the Australian. Now it's a slice from Minaur. Backhand slice from Djokovic. He doesn't mind those backhand slices. It's more when you slice to the forehand, I think it's a bit of an issue. Drop shot there from Minaur's not going to work. Oh, is that landed in? It has. What a passing shot from Alex de Minaur. Take a bow. Okay, what's going on with Samsonova and Bouzas Maneiro? Let's tune into that one now. It's a break point for Bouzas Maneiro. Okay. So I said I will tune into Bouzas Maneiro, who's going to be serving for the first set against Samsonova. So let's switch our attentions to that particular encounter. I said Samsonova was a hot favorite. Yeah? What do I know, hey? Change of ends right now. They have returned to the court. Bouzas Maneiro serving for the set, the Spaniard. One step closer to a quarter-final berth. where she would play the winner of Swiatek or Towson. Whoever wins this will play the winner of that. Good depth there from Bouzas Maneiro. Cross court here. Now into the cross court backhand of the respective players. They continue to cross court backhand. What a venomous cross court backhand winner there from the Spaniard. 5-4, 15 love. She leads the 19 seed Samsonova. Meanwhile, Sonego and Shelton have just got underway, with Sonego winning the first game over Ben Shelton. I'd love Siegerman to win the tournament. By the way, I said like players, I'd love to win it. Bencic would be great. Towson would be great. Samsonova or Bouzas Maneiro would be great. And then, to be honest with you, Anisimova, Pavlyuchenkova, and Siegmund, any of those would be great. I also like the idea of a Sabalenka win, but she's won a lot of Grand Slams. But I get it, she's not won Wimbledon, so that wouldn't be bad either. Basically, sorry Mirra Andreeva, sorry Emma Navarro, and sorry Iga Swiatek. But anyone else is fine. On the men's side, I'm here for a Dimitrov one. I'm here for Shelton. I'm here for Sonego. I'm here for Caboli. I'm here for Minaur. I'm here for Cam Norrie. But you know what? None of them are winning it. Bouzas Maneiro, 30-15 on her serve. Two set points for Bouzas Maneiro, but the first one comes and goes as she goes long on the forehand. Do hit the like button, by the way, and if you are new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. Wonderful to have you patient people waiting for Mirra Andreeva against Emma Navarro. Forza Flavio, says Ghosty. As I was running through the possible winners of the tournament. No Forza Cam Norrie. Wow, these set points are coming and going for Bouzas Maneiro, and it's back to deuce. Deuce, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we think is winning between Shelton and Sonego, by the way? Djokovic, Minaur are on serve, by the way. And Samsonova's broken back for 5-all. Is that going to be a telling break? Maybe. One all between Shelton and Sonego on serve in that first set, with Sonego serving at 30 love. 8 minutes on the clock there. Djokovic and Minaur a changeover. They are locked at 1 set all and on serve in the third. Meanwhile, Samsonova has just broken back on the Spaniard Bouzas Maneiro. Bouzas Maneiro was serving for the set, had 2 set points at 40-15, wasn't able to close it out. And now Samsonova serving at 5-all. So, Djokovic here serving 2-3, 30 love. Meanwhile, Samsonova has 3 game points. 40 love, she leads. Shelton and Sonego are still on serve. Flavio Cobolli beat Marin Cilic in 4 sets earlier, so he is through. Djokovic has held for 3-all. Samsonova, who was staring down the barrel, had to save 2 set points, has held for 6-5 now. Okay. Shelton and Sonego. What do we think about that one? I've gone for Shelton, but it is nip and tuck for a place in the quarterfinal there. Nip and tuck before they got underway, and nip and tuck even after they've got underway, albeit they are in the early stages there of that round 4 clash. Meanwhile, Djokovic here and Minaur 3-all in the third set and 1 set all. Ooh, that slice. What's he going to do with a lob? It's going to land in. Djokovic on the stretch, but he's done really well. And that's not going to land in, sorry. So 15-all here. Lovely lob there from de Minaur. Andy Murray-esque, dare I say. Do hit that like button, by the way. And if you are new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. Bouzas Maneiro now, love 15. What about Sonego and Shelton? Where are we at with some of these scores? They are 1-2, but Shelton has a break point to fend off. De Minaur has a game point, by the way, for 4-3, and Bouzas Maneiro has a game point to force a first set tie break. He had 2 set points, remember, did the Spaniard, but they have come and gone. See you, Ghosty. Take care. De Minaur holds for 4-3. Sonego's broken Shelton for 3-1. Bouzas Maneiro has another game point for a tie break. And they're back to juice again, Samsonova and Bouzas Maneiro. Sonego looking to consolidate. Djokovic and de Minaur very much on serve in the third set. De Minaur leading 4-3. Sonego leading 3-1, 30 love over Ben Shelton. Samsonova now has a set point here on Bouzas Maneiro, her first one of the set. Is she going to get this done? After a double fault from the Spaniard, she must be feeling pretty bad about herself right now, having had 2 set points come and Good serve there, though, from Bouzas Maneiro. Cross court. Bouzas Maneiro misses the forehand. Samsonova wins the first set. Wow. Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Bouzas Maneiro can't believe it. She's seen 2 set points come and go on her serve. And Samsonova is going to take a quick break in just under an hour, 50 minutes, actually. Okay. As for Sonego and Shelton, 40-15, 2 game points for Ben Shelton. Still here, ladies and gentlemen. Is Bouzas Maneiro still there, though, after losing those set point opportunities and not managing to close it out? Sonego has consolidated the break and leads Ben Shelton by 4 games to 1 over on number 1 court, as you can see on the screen. And Minaur here, 30 all on the Djokovic serve. Shelton, 1-4. And Samsonova is having a break at the end of that first set that she won by 7 games to 5 over Bouzas Maneiro, but she had to save 2 set points on the Bouzas Maneiro serve, although arguably Bouzas Maneiro lost those with some unforced errors. Shelton and Sonego at the change of ends. Djokovic here with the game point for 4 all. And he takes it, 4 games all. Meanwhile, Samsonova's back on court, serving at 30 love. Great to have the Mirra, Andreeva, and Navarro fans here. We do appreciate your patience. That'll be coming up as soon as Djokovic and Minaur concludes on centre court. Please do hit the like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, do hit subscribe. Six King Slam. Do we care about it? Well, on others. Zverev, I think, as well. But of course, that is an exhibition. Belinda Bencic is into her first Wimbledon quarterfinal, by the way, after a straight sets win over Alexandrova earlier today. She's falling at the hurdle of the fourth round so often in the past, but today she got over that hurdle. Pretty emotional win there for the Swiss. Drink. Count. Drink. Count. Drink. Count. Drink. Hey, Snehil. 15:40 now. 2 break points for Novak Djokovic. Starting to feel a bit like some of these Djokovic comebacks that we used to see in his pomp, probably 2023 in particular. Remember him losing a lot of first sets that year at Wimbledon. Done and go. Can he get it done at the second time of asking? Yes, he can. And he's going to serve for the third set. Snell, I'm not even going to answer that question because of the way you've worded it. Just say, what do I think? Instead of saying, John, please give me an honest assessment of a human being, and I'll respond, no problem at all. Anyway, Minaur here has been broken, and Djokovic, when they return to the court, will be serving for the third set. Huge step towards a quarterfinal with Flavio Cobolli. Whoever wins this match, by the way, will be to the semi-finals. As for Bouzas, Maneiro and Samsonova, they're at 1-1. And Sonego, by the way, 5-2 he leads. With Shelton to serve when they return to the court after the change of ends. After the change of ends here between Djokovic and de Minaur, Djokovic is going to serve for a 2-1 lead over Alex de Minaur. Regarding these two in the matchup, I think it's a bit of a closer matchup to what it would have been 2 years ago, where I do think some of these linear players that Djokovic was coming up against in basically 2023 and before, but 23 reminds me a lot of some of the players that he was coming up against. You know, your Taylor Fritz's, your Casper Ruud's, and Yeah, and it was just always going to be one-way traffic. But now those matches are a bit more of a challenge for Novak, because obviously his mobility in his latter stages of his career wanes slightly, only slightly. But of course, that slightly does mean that these matches are slightly more challenging for him, and the matches against Alcaraz and Sinner are much more difficult. However, he's serving here at 5-4, 15 love, goes on the tee, forehand return. Forehand there from Djokovic. 30 love, Novak Djokovic. Shelton 2-5, 15 love. Samsonova 15-40 on her serve. 2 break points for her to save at the beginning of the second set. Bouzas Maneiro, now the pressure's off again. Applying pressure to the Sam. 30 love, 2 points away from a 2-1 lead for Novak Djokovic. Where are you going with this serve? Into the forehand of Minaur. Backhand from Djokovic into the forehand of Minaur. Nice change of direction from Djokovic, or at least it would have been if it made it over the net, but it doesn't. So it's 30-15. Novak Djokovic, 2 hours and 24 minutes on the clock here on centre court. Still Novak 2 points away from a 2-1 lead. Second serve for Minaur to look at. Backhand forehand from Novak Djokovic goes long, 30 all. Stares to the heavens, holds his arms up. I think he's enjoying the tension with the team a lot more than the relaxed and sort of too respectful, in a way, nature of the dynamic between him and Andy Murray. In a partnership that just didn't work, as both people would recognize. 30 all. He's still 2 points away from winning this first set, albeit that Minaur is breathing down his neck a bit more now. Forehand return is blocked from Minaur. Now it's on the backhand of Alex, but it goes into the net. Set point, Novak Djokovic, just after 4 p.m. local time here. Djokovic's son, you can see him there. Okay, Djokovic to serve here. Set point. Where are you going with it? Going into the backhand of Minaur. It was more of a body serve, but Minaur was quite happy to run around that and make it a backhand. Backhand now into the forehand of Novak. Nice pace increase there from Novak, but good depth from Minaur. Now it's good depth from Novak, by the way. Cross court Novak into the forehand of Minaur. Into the still of the rally, it goes on. Still the rally goes on. Djokovic now. Is that going to be a winner? No, but it's going to be a winner now. Surely it is. What a rally. Novak Djokovic leads. Clenched fist, alert. 2-1. He leads. Please, for you just tuning in, by the way, hit the like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Let's tune in to Lorenzo Sonego against Ben Shelton, with Sonego serving for the first set. By the way, Samsonova managed to save those break points and is held for 2-1. Let's see how Lorenzo Sonego is getting on as he tries to serve out the first set against Ben Shelton. 15 all. On the Sonego serve. 5-3, he leads. It's now 30-15, by the way, to the Italian. Do hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, do hit subscribe. $30 all here, by the way. Woo! Shelton showing. Missed first serve from Sonego here at 30 all, 5-3. Backhand with Sonego. Interesting slice there from Shelton, but the backhand from Shelton goes into the net. 40-30. Yeah, set point here, Lorenzo Sonego. Set point, Lorenzo Sonego. Back forehand return from Shelton. Forehand here from Shelton. Remember, he's a lefty. Forehand from Sonego into the backhand of Shelton. That's a good backhand from Shelton. And it's going to help him win the point because Sonego couldn't quite deal with it. It was close, that one. Down the deep block return. Fan from Sonego into the backhand of Shelton. Forehand again from Sonego. We're going to get a set point or a break point next. Shelton staying in this with a loopy forehand. Slice now from Shelton. Nice depth on that one, but Sonego deals with it nicely in the backhand cross court. Going to go wide from Shelton, so it's going to be a set point for Lorenzo Sonego. Block body serve there. Nice one from Sonego, although it's not one in the point yet. Good defense there from Shelton. Backhand now from Shelton, picking up the pace. Now it's Sonego who's having to run across court to stay on the defense here. Shelton on the left hand, forehand, of course, go across court, but Shelton, Sonego does it. Shelton comes into the net. How's that volley? How's that volley? Too good. Do hit that like button. If first serve goes into the net from Sonego. Second serve here for Shelton to look at. Backhand return from Ben. That forehand was close from Sonego. Drop him. Much to the delight of Ben's team. Djokovic now applying some pressure to her, has another break point that she needs to save against Bouzas Maneiro. Meanwhile, Sonego with a good serve down the tee is not dealt with by Ben Shelton. Now at deuce, the third one of this game as Sonego tries to serve it out. Mirra, Andreeva and Navarro will be underway at the end of the Djokovic team. And to the net, Sonego, has he put that volley away? No, he has. Oh my goodness me, Ben Shelton. Not only did he chase it down, he also hit a forehand passing winner off it. That is unbelievable from Ben Shelton. Great point. Shelton. Hi, Nurlan, who's tuning in for Mirra, Andreeva, Emma Navarro. As I say, that match will come up shortly. Hi, Nurlan, who's tuning in for. How many games do I think Navarro could win them? Great point here. Good depth there from Ben. Sonego staying in the rally here. Shelton going big cross court, but it's not won the point outright yet. In fact, now he's let Sonego back into the rally by going behind him. What a forehand from Lorenzo. Due. Well. It was close, that one. 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 It was close, that. Now Sonego with a set point. Now Sonego with a set. In fact, now he's let Sonego back into the rally by going behind him. Shelton comes into the net here. Is he going to put the volley away? He's not going to put it outright. What a passing shot from Sonego. He wins the first set by 6-3. De Minaur, by the way, some pressure to the Djokovic serve. 6-3. Sonego wins that first set. I think Bencic awaits the win of Emma Navarro and Mirra. Okay, De Minaur, Djokovic at the beginning of the fourth set. Love 30 on the Novak serve. And it's now 15-40 on the Novak serve. Let's tune into that one. So 2 break points here for Alex De Minaur on the Djokovic serve. $15.40. And De Minaur breaks, Djokovic nets as he threatens to push us to a fifth set. Shelton serving at the beginning of the second set, 30-love, he leads. Samsonova and Bouzas Maneiro remain on serve at 3-all in the second set. Shelton now 40-15 on his serve. Samsonova is serving at 3-all with Bouzas Maneiro, and that's 15-all. And De Minaur is seeking to consolidate his break. It's 2-love, 15-all over on centre court. But Djokovic does lead by 2-1. Remember, at the end of Djokovic De Minaur will be Mirra Andreeva and Emma Navarro. Sonego's won a couple of points in a row now, so it's 40-30 here on the Shelton serve. And De Minaur is edging towards the hold at 30-15. It's a good serve down the tee to bring up 30-15 there from De Minaur. This is the first serve, does Alex here, though. 2-love, 30-15. Djokovic just inching closer to the baseline as a result, but being a second serve into the body, and Djokovic Perhaps was a little too close to that one. 40-15, 2 game points for Alex de Minaur. Yannick Sinner yet to drop a set, by the way. Carlos Alcaraz, of course, is leaking sets. And Djokovic is also dropping sets today. I think this is the first sets that Djokovic has dropped on the way to this stage, I believe. Double fault there from de Minaur, meaning 40-30. Meanwhile, de Minaur's held, so he's consolidated that break and leads 3-love. Samsonova has a game point. 7-5, 3-all. After Djokovic went long with the forehand. By the way, that meant de Minaur held for 3-love. And Shelton does hold as well for 1-love, so it's over to Sonego to serve. Sonego 40-love up. 3 game points for 1-all in the second set. He won the first set by 6 games to 3. Samsonova's held. So with every game that they inch closer, it means a bit more pressure on Bouzas Maneiro, because a break for the Spaniard now, or to be broken, if the Spaniard is broken now, be super, super, super costly. Samsonova, of course, winning that first set by 7 games to 5. Bouzas Maneiro had 2 set points on her serve that came and went, by the way, in that first set. Are we going to go 5 sets on centre court? It's looking probable, I would say, right now, with de Minaur obviously leading 3-love, but Djokovic is going to have to try and fight back in this 4th set. Sonego does level things up, by the way, that second set, 1 game all. And Djokovic has 3 game points to make it 3-1. Bouzas Maneiro, by the way, handling the pressure, as I highlighted before. She's up 40-love on her serve to try and... And Djokovic, by the way, holds. So it's over to you, Minaur, 3-1. Now it's Samsonova, of course, serving over on court number 2. It's the last day of action for singles, anyway, at least on court 2. All the matches after today, from the quarterfinals onwards, will be on the show courts of either one or center court, one of those 2 courts. Now, Minaur, love 15 on his serve here. Goes. I had some socks earlier on that I seem to have misplaced. Samsonova healing 30 love on her serve. Shelton has a game point with an advantage. So backhand here from Minaur. He's under a bit of pressure right now. Now he's on the forehand. Forehand from Novak, changing directions towards the backhand of Minaur. Back into the backhand of Minaur, but Djokovic is going to go long. So it's 30-15. Minaur into the backhand of Djokovic is going to go into the net. Too many errors right now coming off the racket of Novak. 2 game points for Alex de Minaur on a 4-1 lead. De Minaur does take that 4-1 lead. So a little towards for 2-1. They will change ends. Samsonova holds for 5-4. They will change ends. So all matches, by the way, underway right now are a change of ends. So it's about time, I think, I brought you up to speed with some of the results from early on today. Well, I think there's only 1 result. No, 2 results so far. Bencic is through to the quarterfinals for the first time after 9 efforts before at Wimbledon. She's into the quarterfinals. She said in her on-court speech, so often she fell at the 4th round, she just couldn't get past it. Who can forget that epic match she had against anyway, she's into the quarterfinals. Set win today. Sonego and Shelton return to the court. Sonego serving at 30 love. Bouzas Maneiro serving to stay in the match. By the way, it's now 15-30 on the Bouzas Maneiro serve. So a lot of pressure here for the Spaniard to deal with. 15-30 down. It was love 30, by the way, before a drop shots fail there from Samsonova. So Bouzas Maneiro here, 15-30. Where are you going with this serve? You're going to go to the back kind of Samsonova. Still on the backhand of Samsonova. She can't deal with it. 30 will be concluding the court 2 action for the day. At least as far as the main draw singles concerned. In fact, it'll be the main draw singles done on court 2 for the rest of the tournament. Backhand cross court into the backhand of Bouzas Maneiro. Backhand Samsonova down the line. Forehand from Samsonova into the forehand of Bouzas Maneiro. Now it's a backhand. Wonderful backhand there from Samsonova, but so well defended by Bouzas Maneiro. Now it's a drop shot from the Spaniard, and Samsonova can't get to it. Game point for Bouzas Maneiro, 40-30. From love 30, she's won 3 points in a row. She was staring down the barrel of defeat. Now she has a game point for 5-all. Sonego is leading 40-15. Has 2 game points to make it 2-all over on court number 1. Meanwhile, break in the 4th set, so it does look like they're going for 5-all. Incredible. Shelton Sonego 2-1. Oh, sorry, 1-2. Sonego serving. Deuce. I do hope that I'm not cutting out too much. Meanwhile, Djokovic here serving at 1-4, 30-all. Now it's Bouzas Maneiro's turn to apply some pressure to the Samsonova serve. Djokovic, by the way, is getting it to 40-30 on his serve. Can Ben Shelton go up a break in the second set on Lorenzo Sonego? Time will tell. Point. And leads 3-1 in the second set. So he's down a set to love, but he is up 3-1 in the second. Djokovic and Minaur at deuce on the Djokovic serve, 1-4. Bouzas Maneiro, meanwhile, has 2 break points on the Samsonova serve. Staring down the barrel of defeat a minute ago. Do keep me posted, Cedric. No, I do appreciate it. Samsonova saved those 2 break points and gets it to deuce. Minaur has a break point, by the way, on the Djokovic serve here to get it to 5-1 potentially. And when the next game, he would potentially therefore be serving to win the 4th set. Samsonova, they're saving those 2 break points. Incredible match. Obviously, Samsonova was down a break in the first set. In fact, Bouzas Maneiro was serving for it at 40-15. 2 set points she had, but she couldn't take them. Samsonova was love 30 just now on the Bouzas Maneiro serve, and therefore 2 points away from victory. But Bouzas Maneiro did really well to hold. Then Bouzas Maneiro had 2 break points just now, and now it's back to deuce at 5-all on the Samsonova serve. Meanwhile, Shelton here serving 3-1, 30-15. Djokovic saves that break point, by the way, over on centre court. Do let me know, Cedric, if I'm coming through a bit more clearly now. Djokovic has a game point, by the way, for 4-2, or 2-4 perhaps I should say. And Shelton has 2 game points to go up 4-1 on Lorenzo Sonego. Djokovic does indeed hold, by the way. So over to Minaur. He did have a break point for a commanding double break advantage in this 4th set. But as it is, it's still just the 1 break advantage for the Australian on centre court. Shelton consolidates his break and leads 4-1 against Lorenzo Sonego. It's Samsonova Bouzas Maneiro, which is close to the finish line. De Minaur and Djokovic, or De Minaur at least, hopes that that match is not close to the finish line. De Minaur hoping to force a 5th set. And Shelton Sonego, whichever way you look at it, is quite away from the finish line. Getting better, says Cedric, but still cutting out slightly. Okay. I think I know the solution, but I need Samsonova and Bouzas Maneiro to finish before I can find it. By the way, Samsonova's helped in that fashion because she has just held for 6-5, saving break points. Over to match. De Minaur serving at 4-2, 15-all. Djokovic, 15-30 on the De Minaur serve. Shelton, by the way, is applying some more pressure to the Sonego serve in the 2nd set. Time she did so, she was love 30 down on her serve. Here she goes. She's applying pressure here during this rally to... Oh, is that going to land in? It is. 15 love, yes. $15 all. Oh, you've missed that shot though, Bouzas Maneiro. It's going to be 15-30. $15-30 here on the Bouzas Maneiro serve. Once again, done and reaching her first ever Wimbledon quarterfinal. Backhand return from the Russian into the forehand of Bouzas Maneiro. But that forehand is going to be too big from Samsonova, and she's going to have 2 match points. Two match points now for Samsonova, and how Bouzas Maneiro must be regretting those 2 break points in the previous game that came and went. Okay, into the... Oh, that first serve goes into the net. Second serve here for Samsonova to look at. Backhand return into the backhand of Bouzas Maneiro. What a backhand winner there from Bouzas Maneiro. Saving one of the break match points. No lacking in bravery there from the Spaniard. But her team remain anxious. 30-40. Backhand return. Forehand Bouzas Maneiro is going to clip the net and go out. Andreeva throws a racket. A little bit lucky that didn't fly off into a crazy direction. But she is through at the expense of Bouzas Maneiro. A warm exchange at the net. Bouzas Maneiro will have her regrets, particularly those set points that came and went in the first set on her serve. But Bouzas Maneiro exits the competition, but Andreeva keeps on going. Okay, so what else is going on? Shelton is now up a double break on Lorenzo Sonego, and Djokovic has a second break point to try and break the serve of Alex de Minaur. Hopefully closing a couple of these windows will improve Cedric. Andreeva match, which is yet to get underway. How many minutes still left before? I mean, it just depends on Djokovic against de Minaur. And Djokovic has a break point on de Minaur. So regarding the Andreeva Navarro match, it could start in 20 minutes or 1 hour. That is what I will say. Set point, Ben Shelton, by the way. Set point for Ben Shelton to make it 1-1 against Lorenzo Sonego. Break point, Novak Djokovic to get it back on serve. De Minaur, remember, was threatening a double break advantage. Couldn't take it. Now it's Djokovic breathing down Australia's neck. Back. They're back on serve on centre court. 3-4 Djokovic now. And Shelton gets over the line, so it's 1-1 between him and Lorenzo Sonego. You are welcome, curious viewer. Please do hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. And the closure of that one match, that match might be closing soon if Djokovic wins the next 3 games in a row. Tall order, but he might do it. Certainly looking a lot better right now for Novak than it was a couple of minutes ago. Now he's broken to get it back on serve. Shall we tune into Djokovic and Minaur? I think we probably should do. We are so therefore getting a little closer to Mirra, Andreeva and Navarro getting underway. Djokovic here serving at 3-4. Sonego, Shelton about to get underway in the second set. Djokovic here purring right now, 3-4, 30 love. Keep for 4-all. Minaur must be feeling deflated right now. 3 game points here for Novak for 4-all. Djokovic here, 40 love, 3-4. Make that 4-all. And over to you, Alex de Minaur to serve. So Djokovic here, technically 2 games away, and de Minaur missing that forehand. Love 15. Love 15 now. Do hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. De Minaur winning the next point for 15-all. Sonego and Shelton underway in the third set there. Remember, Mirra Andreeva against Emma Navarro will come up at the conclusion of Djokovic and de Minaur. And that conclusion could be a couple of minutes away, or it could be longer, depending on whether de Minaur can win this 4th set. He was looking very good as he had his serve in that particular game, and then immediately broke de Minaur. So that's why things are finally balanced now in this 4th set. When finally balanced in the 4th set, perhaps, but not finally balanced in the match, with a huge advantage for Novak Djokovic. And of course, if he was to break here, that advantage would become mammoth. And it's 15-30 now after a double fault from Alex de Minaur, just the second one of the match for the Australian. So 15-30 here on the de Minaur serve. Djokovic 2 points away from serving for the match. Yes, they are using the same court, curious viewer asks. Yeah, they're using the same court, so that means Mirra Andreeva and Emma Navarro will start as soon as Djokovic and de Minaur have done. And by the way, Djokovic has broken the de Minaur serve and will serve for the match in a place in the quarterfinals against Flavio Cobolli. So 3 minutes away. We are about to find out when they return to the court. Shelton and Sonego have returned to the court for their third set. And Sonego has held serve for 1-love. Thank you to Ghosty, by the way, for your $5 donation. You are welcome, everyone who's tuning in, to make a donation. Cedric, give me an update. How are we looking now? Better, same, or worse than 3 or 4 minutes ago? Packed house on centre court. De Minaur much. However, he couldn't break. Djokovic then immediately broke, then held, and has broken again. And as a result, is going to serve for the match and a place in the quarterfinals to face Flavio Cobolli. Great, Cedric. As I close windows, I think it improves. So Djokovic serving 5-4. Down the tee, backhand return into the net. 15-love, Novak Djokovic. Second serve here for de Minaur to look at. He's had good looks on the Djokovic serve today, and he's broken him a few times, so it's not done and dusted yet, but Novak's serving for the match. It's ominous. Down the tee, and that won't do de Minaur any favours at all, by as he dumps that forehand return into the net on a second serve. Would have hoped to do much better than that. 30-love, Novak Djokovic. Djokovic hitting 30-love. Where are you going to go with this serve? Bouncing the ball 150 times. He's gone 40-love up. So it's 3 match points for Novak Djokovic here. 40-love. 3 match points for a place in the quarterfinals at Wimbledon to play against Flavio Cobolli. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going into the backhand of de Minaur. He's going to struggle to get over the net, but he does. But Djokovic does it with a winner. And he proceeds in 4 sets over Alex de Minaur. Looking in much better condition this year is Novak compared to last year when he was struggling with that knee injury. So he proceeds at the expense of the Australian, shaking both de Minaur's hand and also the umpires, clenches both fists, raises his arms aloft and his racket. Thanks the crowd. And goes through. to the quarterfinals at Wimbledon, takes a well-earned rest. Shall we have a look at some of the stats regarding this Djokovic encounter? As we see Federer watch on, his old nemesis in the form of Novak Djokovic is through. De Minaur's Wimbledon dream is over for another year. And regarding the stats in this De Minaur-Djokovic encounter, well, of course, the most important stat of all is that Djokovic has proceeded in 4 sets, 1-6, as he was dominated in that first set. But it's 1-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. Djokovic proceeds. Of course, the 4th set, though, De Minaur had his chances, was up a break and threatened to go up a double break as well. But Djokovic fended off those threats before ultimately breaking back, then holding and then breaking again before serving it out to Love. First serve in for Novak, 66%. De Minaur will be a little bit disappointed with the 55% first serves in. Djokovic first serve points 169%. Djokovic winning just 41% of his second serve. So that's an interesting stat going forward. Break points 1 for Novak today, 6 from 13, whereas De Minaur had 19 break points on the Novak serve and winning just 6 of them. So Djokovic's serve much more vulnerable today than it was in previous rounds. And overall points 126 for Novak and 116 for De Minaur. It was a tight affair, but overall Djokovic was the better player and deservedly placing his self in the quarterfinals, where I said earlier he will play he'll play Flavio Cobolli, who won in 4 sets over Marin Cilic. Here we go. Novak Djokovic about to give his reactions to this win. See what he's got to say.
3 hours, 8 us, the whole match and what happened on the court. It wasn't a great start for me. It was a great start for him, obviously. He broke my serve 3 times in the first set. Very court, he was just managing better. I guess the play from back of the court, and I didn't have many solutions, to be honest. But I kind of reset myself in the second. It was kind of a tough game to close out the second set. I think that was maybe a momentum shift where I just felt like, okay, I'm back in the game. It was a lot of cat and mouse play, a lot of slices, and he's so good at it. He's one of the quickest, if not the quickest player we have on the tour. And on the grass, obviously, where the ball bounces very low, it's
cat and mouse points.
He exposes all your weaknesses. So yeah, I was just very pleased to I guess hang in tough in the right moments and win this one.
Obviously, you're up against an outstanding opponent, as you rightly say today. But were you struggling?
It was all good. It was just trying to shots, rallies from back of the court. You need a breather and you don't have much time. So maybe that was the case. Yeah.
Now, you won your previous 2 matches playing near perfect tennis. Today was a different challenge. You had to find a way, as you say, to win today. What's the satisfaction, the difference in the satisfaction between winning in that style and between winning today?
But in the days like this, where obviously as you progress in the tournament, the matches are only going to get tougher. And this, I've never faced him on this surface, so I was slightly more nervous coming into this match, and that reflected, I think, on my game in the first set. Yeah, I mean, it was a very difficult encounter, a lot of challenging moments for me. Sometimes I wish I had a serve and volley and a nice touch from the gentleman that is standing right there. That would help.
He's talking about Roger Federer.
But hey, I can't complain, you know. But I still have to run. I have to run a lot, and that's fine. You know, it's part of my game. I was trying to mix it up. Obviously, as I said, I didn't feel the ball so well in the first set, but then as match progressed, I starting to find my forehands and make more winners from that corner.
I was going to ask you, what's it like to play on centre court in front of you know who?
Well, I mean, it's probably the first time he's watching me and I won the match. The last couple I lost, so good to break the curse. No, it's great, obviously. Great to have Roger, you know, huge champion and someone that, you know, I admired and respected a lot. You know, we've shared the stage for so many years, and it's great to have him back in his most successful in his favorite tournament, no doubt.
I'm sure he, like the rest of us, will be watching your progress for the rest of the tournament as you make it through to the quarterfinal of Wimbledon for a 16th time.
Wow, a 16th time indeed. So, over to Ben Shelton against Lorenzo Sonego. Time to tune in to that one. And of course, Andreeva against Navarro will be up next on centre court. Shelton, Sonego, of course, battling out on number 1 court. 1 set apiece, and they're on serve at 2-all in the 3rd set. Probably a little bit more momentum right now with the American. And now, of course, as I said, we will await the match now between Mirra and Andreeva and Navarro, which will be coming up for you shortly. As you can see, the match between Djokovic and Alex de Minaur has concluded. And as a result, Navarro and Mirra can take to the court. Earlier on today, of course, we had Kaboli beating Marin Cilic in 4 sets. Is that the goodbye for Marin Cilic? Quite possibly. From certainly Wimbledon tennis, anyway.
Cilic let him down. Andrea Kaboli looks his spot in the quarterfinals at Wimbledon. The forehand from Marin.
So, yes. Shelton, Sonego. That's where we're at now, right? Before Andreeva comes to the court. Need to correct that Kaboli spelling, John. Can see quite a few of you looking forward to this Mirra Andreeva Emma Navarro match. Please do hit the like button, and while you wait, do hit subscribe. Meanwhile, Shelton and Sonego are on serve at 2-3. Great, great, great. Kaboli with an O, John, not with an A. So let's tune in to Shelton Sonego. In counter. Locked at 1-set-all.
Doch gesagt, ist alles gut.
See Shelton there. Sonego, sorry, on the ground. Ooh, it was a nice little fall, that one. It was a twist of fate and direction there. Shelton here serving 2-3, 30-15, by the way. Some support here for Navarro. Please do hit the like button. Of course, if you're new to the channel, also hit subscribe. Drive volley here from Shelton. Should be enough, but good defending here from Sonego, but that's not going to land in. 40-15, 2 game points for Ben Shelton. Mirra Andreeva, Emma Navarro, players walking on court, as you can see from that update. Meanwhile, Shelton here serving 40-30, out wide. Backhand return is not going to be made. Shelton holds for 3-all. Court number 1. Where are you going with this serve? Lorenzo, you are going to go out wide. Backhand return from Shelton. Forehand from Sonego. Shelton, they're stretching for that. Falls to the ground, but he's okay. Such an athlete is Ben. 15 love, though. Lorenzo Sonego here leading. Emma Navarro against Mirra Andreeva to come up shortly. And thank you, Cedric, by the way, for all your kind words today. Backhand here from Shelton's pretty good. Shelton on the attack. Gets a bit lucky with that net cord. Is he going to put the smash away? He's not. Sonego, though, tries to attack. It wasn't even a smash in the end because it was such a stretch. He just patted it back. Anyway, Shelton got a bit lucky with the net cord there. 15 all. Who do you think is going to win between Mirra Andreeva and Emma Navarro? Please let me know in the live chat. Navarro or Andreeva? Also, who do you think is going to win between Shelton and Sonego? That's a wayward backhand from the Italian. 15-30. So, Shelton here applying a bit of pressure here to the Sonego serve at 15-30. Navarro and Andreeva are warming up. Oh, double fault, Lorenzo Sonego, 15-40. 2 break points now for Ben Shelton. His father looks on, must be feeling pretty good about his son's chances right now. The first set was close. Shelton possibly could have broken Sonego as he was serving for it that first set, but wasn't able to. And then eventually Sonego gets over the line. But Shelton raced away with the second set. Good serve down the tee, but nice block return there from Ben. And he's into the rally, albeit he's just slipped a little bit there, but it's still on the rally. Forehand cross court into the backhand slice of Shelton. Backhand slice again from Ben. Now it's into the body, and that's a lovely body shot there in a way. Without too much venom, but enough pace to make it pretty much impossible for Sonego to get out of the way, adjust his body. He got his racket on it, but he put it into the base of the net. And when they return to the court, Shelton will be serving, leading 4-3. Meanwhile, Mirra Andreeva and Emma Navarro continue to warm up before their particular encounter. Please let me know in the live chat who you think is going to win. Now Radom Daly has said Emma Navarro for them. Earlier on today, we had wins for Flavio Cobolli and Novak Djokovic to set up a quarterfinal. Belinda Bencic won her fourth round match, and therefore awaits the winner of this encounter between Mirra Andreeva and Emma Navarro as we get towards the business end of the championships at Wimbledon. Please hit the like button. And if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe as we head towards 20,000 subscribers. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed. You can also become a member. It is pinned in the live chat. If you become a member, you will get exclusive bonus footage, including interviews and extra tennis coverage. That is exclusively for members only, and you'll be supporting the channel from as little as €2 or $2 per month. There's also the join button below the screen. Navarro and Andreeva are underway. Emma Navarro serving first on center court, and Navarro leads 30-15 on her serve. Shelton here serving at 4-3, looking to consolidate the break that he just did, but he's love 15 down on his serve. Ooh, loose forehand there from Ben Shelton. So it's love 30. We'll catch up with Emma Navarro and Mirra Andreeva in a moment. Navarro leading 30-15 on her serve in the first game. Nice serve out wide there from Ben Shelton, 15-30. Forehand here from Ben is going to be a winner, 30 all. Meanwhile, Emma Navarro leads 40-30 on her serve. She has a game point to seal the first game of the match. I predicted wins for Ben Shelton and Emma Navarro in these particular encounters that we can see shared on the screen. Backhand return here from Sonego. Forehand from Shelton. What a forehand winner that is from Ben Shelton. 40-30. Game point Ben. Deuce between Mirra Andreeva and Emma Navarro, and deuce also between Shelton and Sonego. It's going to be a break point for Lorenzo Sonego. So Shelton was leading 40-30, but back-to-back points for the Italian, and he has a break point now. So a bit of pressure here for Ben as he was trying to consolidate the break that he just earned. Some excellent forehands from him before a couple of errs. Goes down the tee with an ace, Ben Shelton. Deuce. Is that serve? Is it me or is his serve getting a bit more consistent? Discuss in the live chat. Meanwhile, Emma Navarro has a game point. 4 minutes on the clock there on centre court against Mirra Andreeva. By the way, regarding his consistent serve there, that was a wayward one from Ben as he went well long at deuce. Emma Navarro holds for one love. She's on the board. Over to you, Mirra Andreeva. 5 minutes on the clock. Slice here from Ben. Backhand down the line from Ben Shelton, but he falls over. He gets back up again. Sonego on the attack, though. What a forehand from Ben Shelton. He's not won the point, though, because Sonego's defended well. Sonego's back into the rally. What a rally this is turning out to be. A net cord goes the way of Ben Shelton. Good play from Sonego. Is this going to land? And it is. Lorenzo's going to have a smash, which he puts away. What a wow, weird point that was. Shelton did really well to recover from the fall, but then he also got a bit lucky with the net cord. Anyway, it's a break point for Lorenzo Sonego. Meanwhile, Mirra Andreeva over on centre court is going to serve. Love one, she's down at the beginning of that match with Emma Navarro holding out, following a deuce or two over on centre court. Please hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Also get voting in our polls. Also posted in the live chat as to who you think is going to win. Serve volley here from Ben. Volley here from Ben is going to go out. It was the serve volley that landed in, but it wasn't well executed. The second volley was much more difficult with so much pace on the ball, and Sonego breaks back for 4-all. Meanwhile, Emma Navarro and Mirra Andreeva. Andreeva serving here. Love 115 love. Centre court. Nice forehand there from Sonego, forcing the error. 15 love. Mirra Andreeva, 30 love up on her serve. What's up, Ella? $15 all. $30-15, Lorenzo Sonego. To get voting in our polls, by the way, I see that most people are favouring Shelton in the match between Shelton and Sonego. But also get voting Navarro or Andreeva. Meanwhile, Sonego is held for 5-4. Navarro, over to you. 1 game all. $30 all here on the Navarro serve. So far, Andreeva looking slightly more comfortable out there. That is, of course, Novak Djokovic proceeding. Came back from a set down to beat Minaur. 16th Wimbledon quarterfinal. Just wild. Five all, Shelton Sonego, by the way. Andreeva. And Andreeva's got the break over Emma Navarro. She leads 2-1. So, advantage Mirra in the early stages of that particular encounter. (40-15) as Mirra Andreeva tries to consolidate that break. She has looked the more dangerous player in the opening stages of this match. (40-30) though, Navarro winning the next point as we approach the quarter of an hour mark for this particular encounter. Sonego and Shelton, meanwhile, are approaching the 2-hour mark over on court number 1. The next match, by the way, on court number 1 will also be live on the channel between Iga Swiatek and Clara Towson. Navarro here forcing it to deuce, by the way. And Shelton, who was a break-up in this third set, it's now back on serve, but it is 15-30 on the Sonego serve. But it's going to be a game point for Mirra Andreeva, and Sonego is going to get it back to 30 all. Andreeva consolidates for 3-1 over on centre court. Great serving from Andreeva, says Jay. Indeed. Jay, by the way, is a member. You can become a member from as little as €2 or $2 a month. All you need to do is click the join button, which is below the screen. UHB, says Ella Harper. I don't know what UHB means. Do give us a follow, by the way, on Instagram at TalkingTennisTT. And now Emma Navarro under pressure again on her serve. 15:30 here. And what a big hold that is for Lorenzo Sonego, by the way, from 15:30 down. Do get voting in our polls as to who you think is going to win. Most people are siding with Shelton. In the Shelton-Sonego match. But it is Shelton, though, who's under a bit of pressure here, serving at 5-6. It's going to be love 15 on the Shelton serve. And he's missed that first serve by some margin. Mind you, it's going to be 15 all now. And Andreeva's broken Navarro again and leads 4-1. Backhand slice there from Shelton's not going to work. Mirra and Andreeva in total control. And even the one service game that Navarro held was not comfortable. Some of these, ever since I said Shelton's serve might be getting more consistent, they've looked a bit wayward. Anyway, it's 30-15 here to Ben on his serve. Now it's going to be a forehand for Ben into the forehand of Sonego, who's on the defense. Lovely forehand winner there, 40-15. Lovely depth there from Ben. It's not won the point outright, but that forehand winner is gravy. It's gravy, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what that means, you can probably imagine. So we're into a tie break. Meanwhile, Andreeva is all over Emma Navarro. 4-1, 30-15, she leads. Sonego and Shelton, as I say, are into a third set tiebreak. Good forehands here. Backhand, though, from Shelton. Oh, he's happy with that. Forcing the error. Staying in the rally. Very happy with that, and I can understand why. 1-0 Shelton. Some support here from Mirra, by the way, from Alejandro. Alejandro. Oh, the passing shot has missed from Sonego. More screams of delight from the American. Huge serve. Oh my goodness me! 3-0 Ben Shelton. I don't know how to describe that. Huge serve. But Sonego's return was pretty meaty. And then he also dealt with the next shot pretty well, and I thought that's that point done. But Shelton miraculously got his racket on it. But not only that, with enough purchase and enough direction to win the point. 3-0 Shelton. Down the tee, backhand return from Shelton. Another scream of delight from the American. 4-0 he leads. Very much in charge of this tie break. Andreeva very much in charge of the first set against Navarro, leading 5-1. Into the body that serve, but Ben just about deals with it. But a wonderful forehand winner there from Lorenzo Sonego. 4-1. He's on the mark in this tie break. But Shelton leading 4-1. Meanwhile, Emma Navarro has 2 game points to make it 5-2, but obviously she's down a double break in that first set after 25 minutes. As for Shelton and Sonego, 4-1 Shelton, serving. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going to miss. Second serve. Backhand return. Drop shot Shelton. Sonego runs it down. But this shot from Shelton is going to be cultured. And it's just genius from Ben. Five, 1 Shelton at the change of ends. 5-2 to Mirra Andreeva on centre court. She's serving for the first set. Shelton was up a break in this set, but he went up a break 4-3, but was immediately broken back. However, he's got a huge advantage here at the change of ends. 5-1. He's serving, wins this point. He's going to have 5 set points. Down the tee. Serve volley. Going to have an easy volley there. The second volley was so easy. 6-1 Shelton. Over to Lorenzo, who needs to win the next 5 points. Otherwise, he's down 2-1 here on court number 1. The match that follows this will be Iga Swiatek against Clara Tauson. Damien will be on the comms for that. Meanwhile, Sonego here serving at 1-6. Hit the like button, please. And if you're new to this channel, please hit subscribe. Sonego serving here, 1-6. Where are you going with this serve? You are going to go out wide. Wonderful. Oh, my goodness me. What a forehand return from Ben Shelton. Shelton leads by 2-1. Honestly, some of the shot making in that tiebreak from Ben Shelton was out of this world. I don't think there's a player on the planet, maybe not even Carlos Alcaraz or Yannick Sinner, could have lived with that. Oh. Some stats from that for that third set, by the way. 4 aces apiece and 1 double fault apiece. Anything else to stand out? I mean, Shelton was coming to the net 14 times. Yeah, that felt like that. And he won 10 of those 14. But anyway, the most important stat of all is that he won that tiebreak by 7 points to 1 with some sensational tennis. And he now leads by 2-1. Let's hone in now on Mirra Andreeva trying to serve it out against Navarro. She leads 5-2, 30-15. She has 2 set points, ladies and gentlemen. 2 set points for Mirra Andreeva.
Durchaus ganz gut ausgestattet, damit
Where are you going to go with this serve, Mirra? Down the tee, but clips the net and goes long. Second serve for Navarro to look at. Backhand return from Emma is really good. Mirra can't deal with that. 40-30. Some cries have come on Emma from the crowd. First serve is into the net. Into the rally here. Forehand from Navarro. Forehand again. Backhand now from... Oh, wonderful depth there from Mirra Andreeva. But she can't deal with that backhand down the line, and it's deuce. Good serve there from Mirra. But well attacked by Emma Navarro. Good attack here from Emma. And that slice from Mirra is going to go long. Backhand return from Emma goes into the net. Deuce. Break point saved. Backhand return goes into the net again from Navarro, and it's going to be a set point for Mirra Andreeva. Do hit the like button, people. Okay, Emma, where are you going with this serve? Sorry, Mirra, where are you going with this serve? You are going to go down the tee. It's a really good first serve, and it's going to be enough to help her win the first set by 6-2. A very content Mirra Andreeva there, and so she should be. 32 minutes she needed to win that first set. That is the first set done for Mirra Andreeva. Sonego and Shelton, by the way. are into a fourth set with the American leading by 2-1. Sonego won the first set by 6-3, but Shelton has come roaring back, winning the next 2 sets 6-1, and then that tiebreak we just saw right now to mean he leads 2-1. That tiebreak, Shelton's tennis was just out of this world. Okay, so Shelton here serving at deuce, by the way, in the first game of the second set. Emotional win that for Kaboli earlier in 4 sets over Cilic. Did Cilic wave goodbye, by the way, at the end of that? I mean, he definitely waved goodbye, but did he wave goodbye to Wimbledon tennis? Shelton holds for 1-love. Navarro serving hit the beginning of the second set. 35 minutes on the clock. She leads 30-love. Navarro here serving at 30-all. I'm sure Cilic fans will be disappointed at that. Break point, Mirra Andreeva. Can she go up a set and a break and have 1 foot, arguably, in the quarterfinals? Sonego serving at love 1, 30 all, by the way. Mirra Andreeva breaks, set and a break she leads. Sonego does indeed hold, though, for 1 all. Djokovic into his 16th Wimbledon quarterfinal. Beating Alex de Minaur earlier on today in 4 sets. 1-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. And Djokovic will play Kaboli, the 22 seed, in the quarterfinal. Mirra Andreeva here, 30-15 on her serve. Andreeva here, 6-2-1 love she leads. Shelton holds quite quickly for 2-1, by the way. Break point, Emma Navarro, 30-40. Chance to get back on serve. 42 minutes on the clock here on centre court. And Emma Navarro does break back. 1 game all. Sonego serving at 1-2. So, Minaur Andreeva a bit disappointed there after having that set and a break advantage. And it is 15-love as well on the Emma Navarro serve. That rally was crazy. I completely agree, by the way, Jay. $15 now here. Hitting exactly 6 p.m. local time. Navarro here serving into the backhand of Mirra Andreeva. Backhand from Emma Navarro, who'll be feeling much better about her chances now. Drop shot, is that? No, it's just a slice on the forehand side from Mirra. Into the rally. Funny bounce there. Pretty high, that one, unusually. That's a drop shot from Mirra Andreeva. Now, she should put this forehand away and 15-30. This is Navarro's 11th Grand Slam appearance, by the way. 15-30. First serve goes long. Sonego, 3 game points to make it 2-all, by the way. Good return that from Mirra Andreeva. Good return. 15-40 now. 2-all, Sonego Shelton. Chop the another chop slice for turn there from to the net. No, she's not. Nevada's going to go long. It's a break of serve for Mirra Andreeva. She's up a set and a break once again. Meanwhile, 2-all between Sonego and Ben Shelton in the 4th set. Shelton leading 2-1. Do hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Shh, 30-15, Ben Shelton. That tie break from Ben was just wow. Forehand from Shelton. In comes into the net. Oh, that backhand volley from Ben. I would love to see Ben get better at the volleys. That's what I would be really honing in on. I think his slice is all right. I know he has issues on return from time to time. And his serve has the potential to be the best serve in the world. And arguably is. Well, maybe Impechi Perika can argue against that. But you know what I mean. Meanwhile, Navarro serving here. Sorry, Mirra Andreeva serving at 2-1. Nice, lucky though as well. That was lucky for Mirra Andreeva, just clipping the net as it went over 15 love. Shelton 40-30 here. Serve volley there from Ben Shelton. Lovely volley there from Sonego at the net. Deuce. And now it's his turn to call for the applause from the crowd. Backhand return from Sonego. Slice there from Shelton. Forehand cross court from Sonego. Forehand drive volley from Sonego. Shelton on the stretch. Is Sonego going to be able to put this smash away? Yes, he is. Great point, Lorenzo. Meanwhile, Mirra Andreeva 6-2, 2-1. She leads. Good serve there from Mirra. 15 all. Mirra comes into the net. Wonderful passing shot, though, from Emma Navarro. 15-30. Okay, break point here for Lorenzo Sonego. Backhand return. Shelton comes into the net. Oh, he picks it up. He picks it up, ladies and gentlemen, just like a taxi driver. Use. Ladies and gentlemen, please do hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. There are 31 of you watching on YouTube right now for the Mirra Andreeva Emma Navarro. Please hit the like button. $30 all between Mirra Andreeva and Emma Navarro. Advantage Ben Shelton. Game point for 3-2. Wonderful return from Emma Navarro. She's done a few of those today, despite being down a set and a break. She now has a break point to get it back on serve. Shelton here, backhand. It's going to go long, I think. Yes, deuce. Third deuce of the game. Navarro here, the break point. Opens up the forehand, but so does Mirra Andreeva. Now it's on the backhand of Emma Navarro. Peppering that backhand. Andreeva changing directions towards the forehand now. Andreeva on the defense with that forehand. Andreeva looping up that backhand. It's going to land in. Now she's moving Navarro around, and Navarro nets on the forehand. Well out of court there. Deuce. Sonego puts his shirt over his head as he concedes that point. So it's a game point for Ben Shelton to go up 3-2. Seven minutes past 6 local time in the evening. Forehand return there from Navarro. Drop shot from Minaur Andreeva that's going to be run down. However, that's a nice passing shot effort. But what a volley from Emma Navarro. Wow. Take a bow, Emma Navarro. Break point for 2 all in that one. Ben Shelton, meanwhile, has held serve against Lorenzo Sonego and leads by 3 games to 2. Deuce, Andreeva, Navarro. Second deuce of the game. Chalk flies up. Forehand there from Mirra is pretty good, but so is the forehand from Emma Navarro. Break point number 3 for Emma Navarro in this game. Sonego serving over on court number 1 at 2-3. Navarro goes long, deuce. Navarro goes long with that forehand slice, and it's a game point for Mirra Andreeva. And the forehand return goes into the net, and Andreeva screams with delight. She leads by a set and a break. 6-2, 3-1, but she had to save a couple of break points in that game. 55 minutes on the clock there. Meanwhile, Sonego, 40 love up. So it's 3 game points for 3-all as they enter the business end there. Forehand into the net from Emma Navarro means love 15 on Emma's serve. Sonego holds for 3-all. Good backhand down the line there from Emma, but it's not won the point. Good defending there from Mirra Andreeva. Looping up that ball. Ooh, what a backhand there from Mirra, but it's not won the point outright. Now she comes into the net. Is she going to get past? What a volley from Mirra Andreeva, love 30. Mirra Andreeva, wow. Alejandro, by the way, predicting a Towson win in the match against Swiatek, which will be coming up shortly. Drop shot there from Mirra Andreeva. Oh, but lucky Emma gets her net caught as she chases it down. Oh. Oh, 15-30. 30 all now. Mirra Andreeva and Emma Navarro. Oh, lovely forehand winner there from Emma Navarro. Game point for the American. Double fault, Emma Navarro, deuce. Meanwhile, Ben Shelton has held for 4-3. Earlier on today, Belinda Bencic winning in straight sets over Alexandrova for a place in the quarterfinals for the first time at Wimbledon in her career.
Advantage, Andreeva.
Break point, Mirra Andreeva. Led first service there. Sonego here at 15 love on his serve. Return, Mirra Andreeva here. Forehand, Emma. Good depth there from Emma. Backhand down the line for Mirra. Well defended, Emma Navarro. Into the rally still here. Mirra Andreeva here on the defense slightly with that forehand slice that's going to land out. Deuce. Oh, Andreeva on the defense. And passing shot that was for Mirra Andreeva. Very much on the defense throughout that rally, but turning defense into attack. Sublime. Sonego holds for 4-game all, by the way. For 4-1. Andreeva breaks for 4-1. Well, well, well. Change of ends. Emma Navarro desperate. She's well down now. A set and a double. Staring down the barrel is now Emma Navarro there. elsewhere. Shelton, Sonego, 4 games all. Shelton serving 15 love. $15.30 now on the Shelton serve. Mirra Andreeva is within touching distance of her first Wimbledon quarter-final. She leads by a set and 4-1. That's 4-1 with a double break. But Ben Shelton here, 15.30 down on his serve. $30 though. He wins the next point. That was huge for Ben. Game point or break point incoming. He'll be pleased with that one, Ben. 6:20 local time. 2 hours and 47 minutes on the clock for this match. If he was to hold serve here, Sonego would be serving to stay in the match. Nice forehand there from Ben, but well defended by Sonego. Sonego on the backhand. I think he's going to miss that. He is. 40-30 game point for Ben Shelton. His team, his box watches on. And he's held 5-4. Mirra Andreeva, meanwhile, has been broken. But it is one of the breaks back for Emma Navarro because she was down a double break. Ooh, Nevada's going to miss that forehand, so it's 15 all. Squash shot there from Mirra. She loves that forehand squash shot. She's loving these loopy forehands as well, but that loopy forehand's going to go long. 30-15, Emma Navarro. Sonego here serving to stay in the match, by the way. 4-5. Nevada goes up 40-15. 2 game points for the American. Sonego here serving 4-5, 15 love. Navarro holds, by the way, for 4-3. Andreeva leads 4-3 with a break. So that is that. But Shelton Sonego, 15 love. This is Sonego's 28th Grand Slam appearance. And his best result so far was getting to the quarterfinals in Australia, which he did so this year before losing to Ben Shelton.
John, I'm waiting long time. And John, I'm waiting long time. A long time. And when you are finished, when you repeat the story, and I'm just waiting very long that you come to eat with me.
Good return there from Ben Shelton, 30-15. Here's Sonego. Where are you going with this serve? Body serve. Shelton doesn't deal with it, 40-15. Nice play, Mirra Andreeva, 30 love on her serve. Sonego goes long on that forehand. (40-30) game point Lorenzo. Meanwhile, Mirra Andreeva inching closer to victory. She's up a break in the second set on Emma Navarro. That shadow is causing problems for the viewers. I don't know if it's causing problems for either player. Oh, lovely, Mirra Andreeva. Lovely, lovely, lovely. 40 love. 3 game points for Mirra. Lorenzo Sonego serving into the body of Shelton. Decent return. That's going to land just in, though. Drop shot from Sonego. Is it going to be too good? It isn't. It's deuce. It's deuce, meaning Shelton is 2 points away from victory. Game point or match point? What is coming next? Second serve. Mirra Andreeva holds for 5-3, by the way. Second serve here. Sonego, deuce, second serve. Where are you going with this second serve? Game point, Lorenzo Sonego for 5-all. Navarro here serving to stay in the match at 3-5. Sonego holds 4-5-all. Big moment there for the Italian. Love 15 on the Mirra Andreeva serve. Sorry, love 15 on the Emma Navarro serve. So Mirra Andreeva is 3 points away. Bit of a cat and mouse point here. Is that going to land in? Is that going to land in? It is. Mirra Andreeva now, 2 points away from victory. Love 30 here on the Emma Navarro serve. Fairly dominant performance from Mirra. She has been broken a couple of times, but she's been a threat on the Navarro serve all day long. Net points won. Look at the differential there. 70% for Mirra Andreeva, just 40% for Emma Navarro. And she's going to have a second serve to look at here. She's going to get 3 match points. 3 match points for Mirra Andreeva and a spot in the quarterfinal where she would play Belinda Bencic. 1 hour, 15 minutes on the clock. Love 40. An hour and a quarter this match in what has been a fairly dominant performance for Mirra Andreeva thus far. Navarro serving. Love 40. Where are you going with this serve? Into the net. So it's going to be a second serve to look at. Forehand return. It's going to hit the baseline, but that's good depth there for Mirra Andreeva. But I think the net court is going to help Mirra Andreeva win the match. She doesn't realise. Mirra Andreeva's won the match. She doesn't know. She's ready to return serve. Someone needs to tell her. It's so funny. Oh, I don't think Emma Navarro will see the funny side very much. But Mirra Andreeva did not realise she had won the match. I don't know if that's an indication that she was in the zone so much or not. But anyway, laughs and laughs and laughs. Mirra Andreeva is through to the next round where she will play Belinda Bencic for a place in the semi-finals at Wimbledon. Ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao to Emma Navarro at this year's Wimbledon at the 4th round stage. Couple of deep runs for Emma in the last couple of years, but once again she falls short. Mirra dominating today, particularly on the turn. Great match from Mirra. I'd have her as favourite against Bencic. I think I would too. But let me tell you this. Even though Mirra Andreeva's won that match, the level, I would argue, was not scary. I don't think Iga Swiatek or Aryna Sabalenka or maybe even Samsonova, those that really have big, big eyes on the trophy come Saturday afternoon, that level will trouble them. I could be wrong. Matchups and all the rest of it can change a lot. And I know Mirra can trouble some of those. You know, we've seen Indian Wells, for example, this year where Mirra Andreeva beat Iga Swiatek in the semis, I think it was, before winning the final against Aryna Sabalenka. It might have been the quarters against Iga, but either way, she skittled those two over. Big, big, big fish in tennis. Meanwhile, Lorenzo Sonego is going to serve to stay in the match once again. Here's Mirra Andreeva.
Congratulations. You are now the youngest player to make it through to the quarterfinals at Wimbledon in 18 years. How does that sound?
Almost 2 decades since someone as young as Mirra Andreeva made the quarterfinals at Wimbledon.
Yeah, honestly, it's something crazy. I was super nervous before playing first time. I really tried my best not to look over there in the box because I knew that as soon as I would look there, I would just completely lose my focus. And so did I at 4-1. I saw Roger and Mirka. So honestly, it means a lot to me that you came and watched my match. I don't know, it's been one of my dreams to see you in real life. So
Oh, I'm guessing she's never met Roger then.
So yeah, when I saw both of you, I got really nervous, but I'm just super happy that I managed to keep playing focused. And just wanted to say real quick, Mirka, you look very pretty. I really like your outfit.
I feel like I just need to leave the stage and leave you three to chat for a little bit. What I wanted to ask you about as well, though, was the moment that you won the match. Everyone else was celebrating. What was happening with you?
Honestly, I just kept telling myself that I'm facing break points, and I just try to tell myself that I'm not the one who is up in the score. I'm the one who is down, and I think that helped me to stay more focused. And yeah, in the end, I completely forgot the score. So I'm happy that I did it, because I think that I would be 3 times more nervous on a match point.
Just focusing on your performance today, 6-2, 6-3 in an hour and a quarter. What were the things that you were most pleased about your performance today?
I felt like my serve was not bad today. I think I won a couple of free points with my serve. So yeah, I'm happy that Conchita gives me nice advices, and my serve keeps working, and it keeps being so effective. And overall, I'm just happy with the level I.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.